Hey guys, that's Subtile here, and in this video, we're going to be doing the Draft Classic 5 Week 3, your Seattle Seahawks against the Tottenham Espers. And so, as you can see, the matchup is pretty hard. I'm going to move this here. I don't think you guys can see it, but I'm going to move it here. Okay, so as you know, my team is Tony Styrian, Mega Metasham, Zarud, Kiram, Volcanic, Raikou, Rabambi, Caparaza, Audina, Gengar, and Rampardos. And as you can see, my opponent's team on the bottom my opponent has Mega Gallade, Corviknight, Nihilego, Sylveon, Jellicent, Vikavolt, Darmg, Glen Manton, Nidoking, Sarina, Leggy, and Turtonator. So I just want to point out two things. One, I'm kind of upset because Mega Gallade and Sylveon were two mons I wanted in this draft, and they got sniped by the same person. So revenge. So I must win for those. I must win for that. So as you can see, my opponent has a logo, another logo, and I have mine. Well, that's because my opponent also records YouTube videos, and I will put their YouTube link, their YouTube channel in the description below, so you can go check them out. They record pretty amazing draft content and pretty amazing content in general. So I hope you check them out. And so now we're gonna start with the team builder, the first mon I'm bringing this week is Sabertooth the Raikou. So basically, this mon is supposed to set dual screens against my opponent because, well, last screen are pretty good. Like, honestly, like once Darmanitan and Nihilego are gone, Nasty Platoon just wins, which is coming up soon. So two screens Raikou is fun here. Once the Mantan's gone, like I said, Twenty can sweep with Nasty Plot. Raiku's here to be a fast screen setter and set 8 turn screens, pivot into Torrent or something else, and snag a burn on something with Scald. Because as you can see back here, he has Gallade, which is physical, Corviknight, which is physical. Justin has Water Absorb, but I can just Switch. Darmanitan, physical. Yuki can possibly be physical. Serena, physical. Look at physical with knockoff. Trainer, can be physical with Shell Smash. So yeah, my opponent has a lot of physical attackers. So that's why I really want to get Burn off. I'm just gonna go run down on the mons my opponent has really. So Mega Gallade, it's fast. It can hit hard with SD and under screens is pretty broken. Corviknight gets those screens. Also gets U-turn, defog, Brave body press bulk up, which is pretty annoying. If you do not have a electric or a fire type, you're pretty much done for against Corviknight. Now to go, it's special bulky, but not physical bulky at all. Sylveon, as a and a fantastic wish passer. I wish I had it. Jocelyn's pretty pog because it has water absorb, strength sap, shadow ball. Like this thing is it's bulky and it can do damage. Which is pretty awesome for them. Vikavolt is has webs. As you know from LPO, Vikavolt is pretty amazing. It has webs, has thunderbolt, like a full switch energy ball, flash can. It gets good coverage. It's so good. Darmanitan Galarian Darmanitan, pretty powerful. It's so powerful with Gorilla Tactics and Dry Scarf. So you can use Icicle Crash. So you can do Icicle Crash, Earthquake, um, U-turn, which is pretty good. Flare Blitz, Iron Heads, and Headbutt. It gets so many good moves, and I'm extremely terrified from it. New King, pretty scary with Life Orb Sheer Force, and it can also be physical with Poison Jab and EQ because it does have higher physical attack than special attack. Sarina, as you know from TDO, Sarina is bulky with Rapid Spin and can knock those ground and rock types. Lucky, another Wish Passer. I don't know why they have two, but they have two. It's okay. Tornado, Shock Smash support, and plus Rapid Spin is also good as well. So now, as you know, like I said before, Sabertooth the Raikou with Let's Go Reflect Scald Volt Switch. I'm 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 fast enough to outspeed Mega Gallade, which is my opponent's fastest mon on their team besides Scarf Darm. Max HP to live hits, 24 defense, 16 speed F to live to honestly just be a supportive right here. Scaldus to snag a burn on anything I can. Dual screens helps 20 and full switch to pivot. It's kind of simple. Light Clay gives me 8 turn screens, which is very helpful. And yes, now the next one on my team is Jasmine the Mega Medicham. Same move as last week, but this one's bulkier. So my Mega Medicham still can actually live any hit from Gidarn, which is pretty impressive, and lives as a headbutt from Gallade, any hit from Gallade, and revenges with its own headbutt. This is a nuke. Does a lot of damage with Bullet Punch to Nihilego and Darmanitan. Seems no dark types, so doesn't have but hit everything hard. Yeah, they have no dark types, so it doesn't have but that have but hit everything hard. We are adamant, but I was supposed to mention Raikou is timid, so we just outspeed Mega Gallade by 1. Adam Mega Match on 252 attack, 1067 and 150 HP. This is an fantastic one to bring this week, and I'm excited to bring it. But Tom Pass was just for a pivot option because, yes, I could bring Fire Punch and Thunder Punch, but I did not think of that for Corviknight. So against Corviknight, I'm kind of walls and this Baton Pass. It's pretty good. Next on my team is Cyclone, Burbler, Tornado, Tornado just wins with dominant and the are gone. Never sweeps under screens. Air has a somewhat accurate flying move. Sludge Weaver for Sylveon and Heal for Corman. Only third rule is Neo King, but gets Oko 2 plus your slash. This is my winning con once Glenn Dormanta and the are gone. I outspeed everything. I Oko with 1 plus 2, and the 88 bulk gives me some bulk when I'm on the screens. This is one of the best that I'm bringing this whole season. Next month, Metallica Caparasa. This investment lets me live a darn attack. Flare Blitz I live because of Akaberry, and EQ does 86.2 to 101%. I Oko back with Heavy Slam, so I have a chance to live in EQ. Puzzle book for Jellicent. This is 2 kilo by Power Whip and Scald is 19.4 and 22.9%, which I take well. Yeah, Heat Crash is for Corviknight and Stone Edge. I think what was that for again? Stone Edge. Oh yeah, for Tornado and Vikavolt. So yeah, that was mainly it. So the next one, as you saw right there, Steam the Volcanion, pretty standard set in the EV spread, 248 HP, 250 special attack, and 8 speed F. Crusader said, Flamethrower for Corviknight. Steam Eruption does a lot of damage to things that isn't Jellicent. I got hard walled by Jellicent with this set. Sludgery for Sylvia and Toxic to get around Jellicent a bit easy. Oh wait, I'm supposed to. Earth Power is toxic, not it's toxic. It's toxic, not Earth Power. I messed up. I messed up on my slides. I actually, because I was doing this and I was like, toxic honestly is better for Volcanion. So Earth Power is toxic. To let you know, Earth Power is toxic because toxic honestly just gets around just 100%. Um, and gets around just Sugarberry and Garen Johnson. Sugarberry is a guaranteed life. Is a guaranteed live a life force, reforce, Earth Power from Neo King, and the EQ from G Dawn, which is pretty needed. Next mon, Charizard is the Gengar. I speed creep choice Scarf. Darmanitan Scarf will look at her darn badly and also can hurt Corviknight by essentially removing its leftovers recovery. And also can hurt the physical Neo King. Slow for Sylveon, focus with Liquid and Darm. Salva does good for everything else, which is fantastic. So yeah, that's good. So here's the battle I have put up here. But I'm gonna actually just go here and show you my calcs really. So I'm just gonna make my I'm gonna start my Antan. I'm just doing this for fun, so I'm just showing you the Mantan Galarian. I live as you can see, I live and hit well from Darmanitan, and I Oko back. Um, Volcanion, Earthquake. I live and hit from that thing too. Neo King with the next one, Neo King, which I honestly was afraid of. Um, Earth Power does as much as Sludge Wave, which is pretty impressive for that. So yeah. Um, Cabaraza does not like an Earth power. Like yeah, this is good. So these are the calcs we brought against them. This is a replay. So yeah, so I lead up Gengar because well I seen I forgot about. Let me just go back last reset. Okay, so as you can see, my opponent brought Mega Gallade, Corviknight, Sylveon, Nihilego, Darmanitan, Galarian, and Nidoking. These were the ones I was expecting. Nidoking teared walls through my entire team. Earth Power teared everything. And Sludge Wave. Darmanitan was obvious to bring Nihilego obvious to bring to Waltorn T. Sylveon was a bring I expected because again, if it didn't bring if it didn't bring Caparazar and Gengar, it would have destroyed my team. Corviknight, I expected, but Volcanion and Raikou should handle that pretty well. Mega Gallade, I expected because it's one of the best mons, and 20 can handle that with Air Slash, and um, and Mega Mansion can also handle that. So let's see. The bad thing is I lead Charizard because as you can see they have no Ghost Wishing. Also, I predicted them to lead with Glindamanton so I could get a free Will-O-Wisp. Unfortunately, that did not happen. So unfortunate, which is they lead Neoking. So here I'm okay. I don't really. I it hurts, but I don't really need Gengar in this matchup because well, I don't really need Gengar to be honest because it's it doesn't really hurt. I only brought Gengar for Sylveon and that was it. So I don't really need Gengar here. So I'm basically sacking off Gengar, and so I go for Shadow Ball. They go for Ice Beam, predicting to an Asterion, and that was a misplay. But I got to bring them. They predicted right. Like if I was at this point, I was originally thinking I'm going 20 predicting Earth Power, but then with Ice Beam, which is pretty amazing for them, but pretty amazing for me because I sacked off Gengar. So Snowball doesn't do much to get to. So well now they know that I'm Scarf because, well, or they may not know I'm Scarf because I normally actually no they do know they I think they are Scarf. So that's also so that's why they switch as well. So yeah, I go Volcanion here. They go for Wish. I go for Steam Eruption to predict that that was an amazing turn. And they go for Baton Pass, which is legal with Dry Pass. As you know, Mega Merchant has Baton Pass. So they go nuking. They get healed up all the way with Wish. I stay in here because as you know, I have my Sugar Berry with nuking. If they're Life Orb, they should do about 35.965.8% with the berry. So let's see. How much did they do? 49%. So no, that's not life for. Let's see. Choice Scarf. Let's see. That's the wrong one. That's the wrong slide. So 49%. That isn't the row for Scarf, so they might be Scarf Neoking. And I OHKO with Steam Eruption, which is so huge because Neoking went through my entire team. One of the biggest threats is gone. They they found a way, which is a very good play on them, like very good play. But things Nihilego kind of gets walled by Caparaza because well it doesn't get Earth Power, so it doesn't really have any way to hit Caparaza at all. So I should have predicted the switch, but I did not. So I go Heavy Slam. Critical hit doesn't matter. They go U-turn. They're gonna go to try and get a power gem or something. I expect a power meteor beam. That did not come. I do not think. So Carbar's was pressed. I go into Gengar again. I kind of predicted Zen Headbutt there, but I didn't want to because, well, like, here's the thing. Gengar was really only a sack. It only handled Sylveon, but still, that was it. So it was not really, it wasn't even a sack. So Gengar didn't really do much in this matchup. So it was basically a sack. So yeah, Gengar did well. So no, Mega Mansion comes out. They're going Sylveon. They're basically sacking this. I go for Zen Headbutt. they get knocked out, which is pretty awesome. Corviknight comes out, I go Baton Pass, but let me see. Hold up, what would happen if I actually had if they were Corviknight, if I said Thunder Punch, what would happen? Oh my gosh, I should have ran Thunder Punch on this thing. Oh my gosh. I should have ran Thunder Punch. I did not. That is not. Baton Pass was wasted. Baton Pass was literally wasted. I could have killed this thing. Oh my gosh. So yeah, one thing to learn. That was a bad prep by me. Baton Pass was a bad prep by me. I wanted to flex a bit, but Baton Pass was a bad bring for me. Thunder Punch did so much to Corviknight. And I could have used it right there, and I could have destroyed. But now Vapor comes out and takes 30%. So I should have. I I go for flamethrower cruise is not better, but here's the thing. So for you guys in the comments, I'm letting you guys know, I should have brought Thunder Punch. I did not, and that was a mistake. So yeah, that was a prep mistake by me. So just to let you guys know, that was a prep mistake by me. I should have brought Thunder Punch to Baton Pass. Oh well, the battle's already over. The battle's already done. So Jam Punch. Um, yeah, Volcan. Here's the thing. Volcanium was kind of a sack there because well, I couldn't really outspeed anything, and everything else would kill. I didn't want the Hego to get a boost, which would kind of go sweep me. So not go Raikou since like well, I outspeed everything besides Scarfed Arm, so Drain Punch, which does no damage at all. So now I go into Mega Mansion, and that does not much at all. So they go for another one. I go for the Hellboy with Shell which is amazing. So then now, the Hellboy comes out, I Bullet Punch, 100% they live, Sludge Wave, they take me out. Which I'll take it. And this is good to know that they are not speed boosted in Beast Boost, which is awesome. So now I go right because I know I guarantee I'll speed this thing. Other than that, I see a leftovers, which is pretty pog, okay. I go 20. Here's the thing, the reason why I go 20, here's look. Charmander. As you can see, 20 is Therian. Under Reflect. I guarantee live eyes will crash. Right? Well, watch this. I go down because they are adamant, which has a 43% chance to go down, which is unfortunate, but keep watching. So now I know that they are I know that they are Guerrilla Tactics, which then picks up the KO. So against one of my hardest rivals. This was a big match. I was honestly I was honestly scared in this matchup, and I hope. And this was one of the hardest matches. Caporazzo pulled through, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, my Subtitle Squad, and to everyone else that's watching, thank you. Make sure to check out Viperio's channel in the description below. But above all else, I'm but above all else, peace out, my Subtitle Squad, and to everyone else that's watching, thank you.